Do you ever wish you could get a second chance, get a do-over? Well, that is the premise behind best-selling author Mitch Albom's new novel, Twice. It's a love story about what happens when life gives you another shot and the consequences of getting to rewrite your past, for better or for worse. And we're so lucky to have Mitch Albom with us now in the studio. Mitch, great to see you again.
Nice to see you, Kate. Thank you.
It's a really an interesting book because the premise is one that I've never thought about before. What if you could get do-overs all the time? That's your main character, yeah. Alfie. His story is he can get the do-over, but only once,
right.
And that's kind of the catch.
Exactly. It's based on that whole idea of the grass being greener. I wanted to explore that. So Alfie in the book has the opportunity to go back and do everything twice, but the second time he has to stick with. And when he gets older, he finds out that there's one caveat to the power. It doesn't work with love. In fact, it kind of works the opposite. If somebody really loves you and you decide you want to go back and try somebody else, that first person can never love you again. And so, of course, he has to make a fateful choice at some point in the book.
Right, don't give it all away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the downside to do-overs, right? Because as you said, if you make, in your book, if you go back, and it isn't as good, you got to stay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no third try.
I wanted to explore that whole idea of grass being greener, because the truth is that we always think that the alternative version would have been better, but that would have brought with it a whole lot of other consequences.
Yeah.
And we learn from our mistakes. There's a line in the book where his grandmother has the same power as he does. He says to her, "How come we only get to go back once?" And she says, "Well, Alfie, if you kept getting second chances, you'd never learn a damn thing." And that's true about life. So right. I kind of think we learn from our mistakes, and that is our second chance.
You dedicated the book, we noticed, to your wife, Janine. Is that because there's a personal connection here, or is she just your big support?
She's kind of the female character in the book, and when the guy makes mistakes, it's kind of me.
Oh, really?
But I also wanted to say something about love, because I think love is not a basketball shot that you go back and you fix and there you change it. Love should be different. It's the first day, it's the 100th day, it's the 10,000th day, and if you're going to walk away from it, you can't expect to just come back to it. That'll be like pushing water back upstream. It doesn't happen. And so I wanted love to be the caveat, and since it was going to be about love, I said, well, we've been together 37 years. Who better to dedicate it to than my wife? 37
years, congratulations.
Yeah,
and you were just telling me you have a small child now.
I was 12 when I got married.
and now you have a small daughter at home.
From one of our kids from Haiti.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You were with me years ago. We did an episode of my show, The Drink.
Yeah.
And that's always about how you get to the top, right? So you talked with me about how you were a sports writer. And then you talk about a second chance. You kind of changed your whole life. You wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, which is 100%. A huge bestseller. Is there anything in your career you do wish you could go back and do again?
In my career, not necessarily. In my life, I would have liked to have been there, known that my mom was going to die. And in the book, Alfie actually gets to go back and spend the day that his mother died with her again. And that was one of the reasons I put that in. But honestly, if you told me, well, you get a second chance, but you have to give up what you've learned from the mistakes, I would say no, because that's how you evolve, that's how you grow.
Right. Netflix has already optioned this, I guess, or has the rights for a movie?
They bought this as a movie before I was finished editing it. I don't know how they even got a copy.
The book, you mean? You were still working on it?
Yeah.
So what do you want that to look like, though?
I want it to look like the book.
Yeah. Okay.
But they have a great director and writer, Paul Weitz, who did About a Boy and many other movies, and he's going to do. I think he'll do a great job.
He'll do a great job with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you are up to now outside of your writing work? Because I know you do a lot of philanthropy in Detroit, but also you mentioned Haiti.
Well, Haiti, I have an orphanage that I visit every month in Haiti. For the last 15 years I've been running it, and Haiti is in terrible, terrible shape and needs a lot of help. There's a lot of danger and violence, but our kids are magnificent. They are the joys of my life, and I've got 18 of them now in college here in the States and 2 in medical school. And so they bring us all the joy that we need and give us a lot of perspective on what's really important in life.
That's a great note to end on. Mitch Albom, thank you so much. Again, the new book is out now. I really enjoyed it. People should check it out.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.